Hey everybody, it's Ren with Many Talents, and we're coming to you today with another tip on how to replace your D-ring cable for your love seat recliners or your entertainment theater seating recliners. And these are for the Thomas Payne collection. So of course, what you're going to need is two of these for your recliners. After this video, when I show you how to replace these, you'll want to take your old ones out first and measure them so you make sure you get the right size, because they sell various sizes and we want you to get the right size for your recliners or your love seat sofa that reclines, or whatever the case may be. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the tools you're going to need today. You may want to use a drill. Some of the places that I'm going to be getting into are kind of hard, so I chose to use a different tool, but you can use a drill. You may need a pair of channel lock pliers, small ones. You may want to get you a big Phillips screwdriver. A medium one or a big one's probably going to work because the screws are pretty big, what we're going to be dealing with today. Allen wrenches. You buy a pack of Allen wrenches, they normally come with like miniature ones, and then they come with big ones to medium small. So on the hex keys or Allen wrenches, whichever one you want to call them, it's going to be anywhere from 1/8 of an inch to probably 3/16. It's not quite a quarter. And then of course you'll need a flashlight. Okay, so basically what we're doing, we're fixing the D-ring cable for your recliner. So we're starting totally from scratch. We've already flipped the chair over on its backside. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take and pull back our Velcro cover here, because what's going to happen is you're going to want to be able to see. Let me get the flashlight so everybody can see this. So you've got two screws you're going to want to undo. One is going to be right here. If everybody can see that, this screw right here is what you're going to want to take loose. And then there's another one that is, let me find it, back behind here. The other screw is back underneath this board here. It's back right here underneath this board. So when we do our editing, we'll try to circle this so you'll know where the screws are. And the reason why you're going to undo these two screws, this here, can you get a picture of that?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Yep. Maybe a flashlight. Okay.
So it's going to be this screw right here where my finger's at is what you're going to want to take loose. And there's one more. What you're going to need your hex key for is going to be this piece right. Let me find it. Okay, and the other thing you're going to want to have is your hex key is going to go for this piece right here. If we can get a picture of that. That's going to be an Allen wrench bolt. And the reason being, the reason why you're going to take these two screws off and the Allen wrench bolt, two screws and an Allen wrench bolt, the reason why you're going to take that off is because you're going to want this side arm to come off where your armrest is at. My wife is laughing because, you know, she said 3 bolts, but it's 2 screws.
3 screws.
And, well, of course, an Allen wrench screw too. But you're going to want to take this side arm off where your armrest is, and that's going to allow you access to the cable. I don't know if there's very many videos on this. It was trial and error for me to do my first one, so I thought I would do a video for everybody that has the Thomas Payne collection in their RV so you're able to do this yourself without paying an RV tech. So without further ado, we're going to stop here. I'm going to take these screws loose, and then we'll come back and show you what that does for the chair. I found it easier to use a long-handled big screwdriver. For me, this was just easier. For those that feel like they're a handyman, I mean, you can always use a drill, but I chose to use this because I don't want to over tighten the screws when I put them back in fear of damaging my chairs. I want to tip this thing up on its side, because when you're loosening the Allen wrench screw, if you don't have it on its side, it puts a lot more pressure on the chair, so it's going to be even harder for you to get off. So now that we've got our 3 screws out, okay, now that you got your 3 screws out, and we'll show you what the end result is with your chair. Okay, so we got our screws out, and then this is why you'll be able to get to the D-ring cable to fix your chair. So this actually, those 3 screws released that whole armrest. So now what we're going to do is take our screwdriver. This is what you can't get to unless you take this whole armrest off. And what this is your actual piece that, well, let me stop right there. Well, actually, I can go ahead and take this loose. This is not a big deal. So we'll go ahead and loosen this up, because this has got to come off anyway, so. Okay, so you take those 2 screws out, and that actually releases your cable from inside. So we're going to lay this right here for temporary, without tearing up anything. We're going to lay that there, and the next thing we've got to do is this clip right here. We've got to get this off. You're supposed to be able to squeeze in on both sides and it releases. We're going to try that, and I'm not going to guarantee you that's going to work, because the last one I done, I actually just broke it because I didn't care. In order to get this clip out too, people, you may need a flat head and a pair of needle nose. So basically what you do is you push under the bottom on both sides, and that's supposed to release the clip. And it did. So, a pair of needle nose pliers and a big flathead screwdriver will release that clip and get that off for you. And that is the old cable. As you can see, it is totally wasted. So, and now we're going to put the new one on. So the first thing we want to do is thread this through this hole, because if you do anything else before you do this, then you won't be able to get this part correct. And this will keep you from tearing up your cover here by doing this first. Find my screws. Ooh. Okay, Now that we've got that situated, go ahead and okay. We'll go ahead and put our clip back in. Okay. Hang on just a second. I may have to tilt that. Tilt that just enough so I can pop my clip in. Okay, our clip is in. Okay, mine. And then you'll want to let your footrest out, because this little mechanism here is what releases your footrest. So in order to fix your cable like you need to, you'll have to let your footrest piece out. And then basically that's how it sits. You just put it in the hole and you're good to go. Cable is fixed. So we'll put our footrest back down and that locks it. Our cable's here. We'll put this back together real quick. And once we get it all back together, we'll do a demonstration and show you how this is supposed to work. Okay, people, when you're putting this Allen wrench screw back in here, please just hand tighten it, because there's no reason to over tighten this. All this does is help hold on the armrest of your chair or your sofa. So if you over tighten it and you have to change these out again, it's just going to make your life very, very difficult. And I'm going to add too, people, don't tighten all your screws down until everything is screwed in, because what will happen is you'll get one or two tightened down and you'll need to loosen it because one of the other ones will not go in. So just make sure you remember that. Just don't tighten them all down until you get all three of your screws in, and then you can just lock them down. I think it's going to be good. One more thing I wanted to add to everybody is when you're putting your cable back on, please make sure that mechanism is screwed on tight. Okay, people, I want to add too, when you connect your cable back to this piece right here, your footrest release, always make sure that you check this, because sometimes this screw can come loose from the nut under the bottom, and that may be something you have to tighten up. So I want to make sure I put that in there, because you can put all this together, and then if this is loose from that nut on the bottom, then it's just going to cause you more grief as you start pushing and pulling on this thing. Okay, now we're going to set the chair up and show you guys, make sure it works, and we'll go from there, and then that'll probably wrap up the video. Okay, everybody, we've got our new cables on our recliner. We're going to pull our tab, make sure they work, and look at there, voila. Pull the tab and it's like butter. But anyway, I hope this video has been helpful for everybody. Please hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. This is probably one of the simplest fixes because of the way I've done it. I don't know of any other video out there that will show you step by step what to do and how to get these things fixed. Like I said, I fixed them before and it was trial and error, but now that we've kind of got a handle on it, I hope this has been helpful for you all. So I've done maintenance for over 20 years. I've fixed everything on my RV that's ever went wrong with it. So if you guys have any comments or if you have any questions, please shoot them out to us, and we'll try to get to you as quick as possible. So once again, this is Ren with Many Talents. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and hopefully we can bring you some more tips and tricks on different things in RV life coming to you in the future. And that's all for now. Bye.